R03 from Redshores in Charlottetown this afternoon. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vince Cameron for the race call.
Miss Sangria, Salzbrook Velveeta, Southern Heart, Levion Rose, Traces of Purple, R03, Dancers Pass, That's Mia Bads on the grandstand side. 8 of them up on the gate for the third. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing Traces of Purple, Levion Rose, and up the rail, Miss Sangria, that trio leaving out. Salzbrook Velveeta will be into the turn fourth, dropping in fifth is Southern Heart, R03 sixth, followed by Dancers Pass and the trailer outside. That's Mia Bad. Up the backstretch they go, and Levion Rose going to the lead for Mark Campbell. Second is Miss Sangria, settling for third. That's Traces of Purple. They're rolling along early. Fourth up the rail, that is Salzbrook Velveeta. Now fifth is Southern Heart. Back into sixth, R03. Then it's Dancers Pass, and trailing the field, that's Mia Bad. They were rolling. Boom! Just like that, 27-4. Open this one up, and down the stretch they come, led by a fired-up leader by the name of Levion Rose. Second is Miss Sangria. Here comes Traces of Purple. Up on the outside, third. Outside of fourth is Salzbrook Velveeta. In at the rail, fifth. Southern Heart. Sixth up the rail, Dancers Pass. Now seventh, R03. Trailing the field, that's Mia Bad. 58-2 for half a mile. 3/8 to go. At the rail, Levion Rose. Run alongside. Traces of Purple. They're bridle to bridle going to 3/4. Third on the inside is Miss Sangria. Southern Heart is taking over fourth. Backpedaling fifth is Salzbrook Velveeta. 3/4 in the books, and they arrive there in 1:27-1. And Levion Rose has battled on back at the rail. From the outside, Traces of Purple. Miss Sangria's right with them, third. Homeward bound they come. Levion Rose. Miss Sangria coming up the inside late. Deep stretch now. Landing on the wire next. Miss Sangria with McPherson. Second, Levion Rose. Traces of Purple third in 1:57-1.
Okay, what a horse race here in race number 3 from Redshores in Charlottetown. We'll talk you through it here. We said she was some steady throughout her career, and it paid off perfectly here today. They were shooting off the wings here. This afternoon it was snappy over to the opening quarter, 27-4. We got the boom from Vance, and it was Levion Rose who wanted to cut it for Campbell. 58-2. Kenny moves first with Traces of Purple. Backside, were they ever toe-to-toe? On the backside, 1:27-1. Levion Rose and Traces of Purple, bridle to bridle, toe-to-toe, step for step, and it was setting up for Miss Sangria. When they swung for home here, the 4 and the 5 were still duking it out, but look who's skimming the cones late. Yeah, it's Miss Sangria taking advantage of the up-front battle, and she slips down the passing lane to get it all here. 1:57-1. Steady throughout her career. Great drive by Corey, and they get there in the end. Miss Sangria and McPherson in the winner's circle next.
Have a correction on the opening half mile in the third. Should read 57-2. Miss Sangria arriving at the third race winner's circle. Bay pacing mare, the 10-year-old daughter of Royal Majesty, is off the Western Ideal Dam, Marla Hanover. Owned by Alex McPhee of Clyde River, trained by Ronnie Gas, and driven to victory by Corey McPherson. Time of the mile in 1:57.1. Miss Sangria in the third.